More than 35,000 people were told to evacuate their homes across New South Wales during the last week as torrential rain hit Australia's east coast. Last night, the SES made 91 flood rescues and called this weather event unprecedented. This was McKellar Girls' School in Manly Vale yesterday.
I was feeling just so incredibly stressed. It was above people's necks.
Sydney has received more than half a year's rainfall since January. This graph shows just how full dams are in Greater Sydney. Flood warnings are still in place for the Hunter and Hawkesbury regions. The Prime Minister visited flood-affected areas in Lismore for the first time today, but he was accused of carefully stage managing his visit.
There is no flood event that has occurred in this part of Australia like this in anyone's living or recorded memory. And that is a profound statement.
So your tour of the farm this morning, why was the media banned? No cameras allowed?
Out of respect for the privacy of those I was speaking with. I came to speak with them. And you know, in disasters like this, not everybody wants a camera shoved in their face.
Who should people blame when the vast majority of rescues carried out on that Monday were carried out by private citizens in private vessels? Some of them were even on kayaks, and if they had not been there, hundreds of people would have died. Yeah, so who do those people blame?
What I'm going to do is thank those. This is about thanking those who, in the midst of that disaster, were able to be first on the scene. I think we have to be realistic that in any natural disaster, we don't have those resources which has ADF just waiting around the corner.
The Prime Minister declared a national emergency, giving the government more power to deploy resources and give extra payments.
I don't think in situations like this there can ever be enough support. There can never be enough support in a natural disaster such as this. I mean, no amount of support is going to measure up to what people need in a desperate situation like this. I'm just being honest with you.
Craig NEWBY owns the Lismore skating rink. A house hit his business.
The flood has gone so high that it's taken this house here, that you can see it's over there. It's actually come straight through from 2 streets over, through this gap here. It's hit the power pole there, but it's just completely flattened this side of the building. I actually kayaked in when the water was still about waist high, and it was just seeing all the damage. We've bounced back from big floods before, and it's just a lot of cleaning, whereas this one has just now caused so much damage that it's going to be a lot longer for us to get back in action.
Lismore City Councillor ELLY says structural engineers are urgently needed.
People have nowhere to go. They need to get their houses assessed professionally in order to be able to determine the pathway forward with those buildings. The federal government should be mobilising the army in greater numbers to help clear the waste faster. So they're the ones with big machinery. They can get through and clear that waste.
Lismore antique store owner Dave MANBY has lost his livelihood.
The inside of the building became a washing machine. We had huge, heavy antique pieces of furniture which were in the back of the shop. Our shop is 35 metres long, that ended up in the front, and stuff that was in the front ended up at the back. And we need help now. We need lots of help. And then we need ongoing help, not when all the cameras have left.
Across New South Wales, more than 1,600 soldiers are helping on the ground. That's expected to almost double by the end of today. More rain is expected later this week, but nothing like what we've seen in the last 72 hours. Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.